Yeah.
Okay.
30-second call. Yep, got it. 10-second call. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Intro.
Hello and welcome back to Happy Hour, the show where each week we meet characters from all fields and they share us their joyful talents. Drink's absolutely fantastic and so is art and science. So why don't we combine the Trinity on a regular basis? I'm your host Adam McDowell and I enjoy experimenting with new wine and food pairings. By which I mean, I like to drink a glass of wine with everything. Was I awkward? Forgive me. On this week's episode, we'll be meeting various artists such as Paul Walenkamp, a Perth actor and filmmaker, Ashvath Singh Kunadi, a hydrologist who studies the movement and distribution and management of water on Earth and other planets. We also have Fannie Mae, a chef who takes the art of cooking very seriously, and Kalid Elmi, an upcoming young rapper, and who has previously been on our show via episode 3 where things were very, very funny. As always, we'll play a game, and this time it's Imposter Bingo with all 4 of our guests. And this evening, we are privileged to have a beautiful and acoustic live performance by Ben Herbert. In this episode, we are supporting RTR FM 92.1, a not-for-profit Perth community radio station and their awesome event In the Pines, which occurs annually at the Somerville UWA Auditorium in April. It is a fundraising event that helps support their amazing program, which also supports local and international artists, which makes me wonder, Music is everywhere in this world. If you were asked the question, are you a dancer, would you say yes? And what do you like at a festival? Have you been to one and do you dance when there? Give me a wriggle, fans, and show me what your best moves are, because I know what mine are for sure. Look at me go. Look at me go. That's it. All right. Anyway, for now, let's give a warm welcome for our first 2 guests. It's Paul and Ash. Hello, welcome. G'day, Paul. How you going, mate? Great to have you on the show. How you doing, Ash? Absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
How are we doing?
We're going to shake hands.
Oh yes, of course.
Yeah,
Of course.
shake hands. So I'll bring up me questions here. I've got some particular questions for you guys. I want to know all about you. So Paul and Ash, where we will be exploring their field. So anyway, for now, let's give a warm welcome. Anyway, so Paul, how are you?
I'm well, thank you.
Sorry. Okay, so can you describe to me in 3 words what your main creative profession, passion, and why? What is it?
Creative, obviously acting, filmmaking, creative passion. Telling a story that not only is entertaining, because that's the main thing, otherwise people aren't going to watch it. And of course we need to have a little bit of subtext, a little bit of a meaning, something to take home and maybe learn from. That's ideal in that situation.
And that's what keeps you going, that's what makes you do what you do, makes you tick.
Yeah, I'm actually a little bit more interested. Look, I love science fiction, but also realism and a bit of history. Which is, the exciting thing about shows like Vikings, and there's on Netflix now the Barbarians as well. Obviously, it's about out of fashion, that violence, but secretly everybody loves the gore and the violence, and the sex and the history,
all the
and
darkness.
all the stuff that makes us human.
It does.
And brings us to this point in time in history. It's. That is basically the interesting thing.
I completely agree.
We're talking about people.
Exactly. You mentioned doing some sci-fi stuff. I think I've seen you in a Star Trek fan film.
Yes, I was the captain of the Starship Challenger.
Oh, that sounds pretty fancy to me.
Well, I die.
You die. Oh no! Spoiler! Spoiler! All right.
Oh, well, like that. Actually, I apologize, everybody, for saying I should apologize. I'm sorry, but it's actually got now over 150,000 views.
What is it on YouTube?
It's on YouTube. It's an official Star Trek fan film. Well, as official as a fan film can get.
Here in Perth.
It was made in the garage of Aaron van der Kleen. He's made 5, and this is his last one. And it was 100% done in the garage. He made all the sets himself, wrote the script, everything, the uniforms. It's astonishing.
That's amazing. I would never have guessed that was a garage.
Yeah,
That's incredible.
It was wonderful. But I can tell you one thing for sure is that Star Trek language is a different language.
Yeah.
So that was probably the hardest thing to
it's
learn was to
almost
speak the jargon.
Future Shakespeare or something like that, you know?
Speaking of something else that's really difficult to remember and to say, Shakespeare. Yeah, no, you're quite right. Yeah, sure.
I should throw it to Ash over here. So tell me, what do you do, Ash? What is it about yourself? Why are you here?
Paul invited me, so.
Oh, so you guys actually know each other?
Oh yes, I know him through a play that we were doing together. He was Abraham Van Helsing.
Oh, you act as well?
Yes, I do, but more to.
He's Dracula, by the way.
You were Dracula?
I still am.
Oh, you
Yes.
still are?
Not currently. I'm not playing the character.
Oh, right. I was going to say, sorry, Count. I didn't realise that we were being formal.
No, but I'm not as professional, let's say, about it as Paul. I do it more to fulfill a part of my soul.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
which is incredibly frustrating because he's far better than I am.
Oh, no.
And he just does it for a bit of fun.
I come across people like that my whole life, just naturals. They're just like, yeah, I've been in the army my whole life, but I'm really good at acting all of a sudden. I don't know where it comes from.
Hate talented people.
Yeah, that's it. So, we've got 2 minutes. I want to ask a couple more questions. Like, how do you feel that the creative field that you're both a part of, yours can be, was it hydrology?
Yes, so
How does it fulfill you?
That's an interesting question. So currently, the most fulfilling thing that I do is look at all of the effort that's been put in by members of our species in trying to explore a physical reality that's essentially infinitely complex. So if you think about evaporation from any surface, for example, what controls that evaporation? How can you predict it? Because that's going to take water out of your system. And can you actually, are there ways that you can use the meteorological data to predict what the evaporation would be? So I guess delving into the detail, the work that's been done by smart people really is fulfilling.
How do you do that in your everyday life and then go, I'm also going to go and be Dracula on the evenings?
Yes.
Did you ever find that they work hand in hand? Talking to people, communication,
I
right?
think they do, because essentially the pursuit within this domain has been for people. Like hydrologists want to predict the movement of water so that they can manage the water resources for people. And the more you understand people, all of their insufficient behavior, some of the really humane behavior, you like people more, and then you want to work more.
Completely agree, mate. Completely agree.
Normally, Ash isn't particularly humble because he's brilliant and a genius.
No,
but
he's just good.
But when we first met, I liked him instantly because he this pretend arrogance and oh, I'm a genius, Paul, don't you? Because he's just having fun with it.
Sorry, Paul,
but it is.
I'm going to have to flick to the next section. I'm sorry, but
okay, fair enough.
We'll hear from you next. All right, let's have a look at the next section. Thanks so much for being here, guys. Have you ever played Imposter Bingo before?
No, I have not.
All right, let's take a look. Thank you. Oh, okay, hello, and we're back. Welcome back, friends. Here we meet Fannie Mae, the artist of cooking, and Kalid Elmi, a blossoming Perth rapper. Welcome to the show, and welcome back to the show. Yeah, it's good. How are you, bud? You good? You doing all right? Yeah?
Yeah.
What about you?
I'm alright, just very thirsty. It's quite hot.
You're very thirsty, and it's hot outside. I know exactly how you feel, mate. Love being in this studio in all black clothing. Yes, exactly.
I'm sticking with it.
That's it. I made the choice weeks ago, and now I just gotta go with it. All right. So, how, like, if you could describe your artistic expression and your performance in 3 ways from both of you, how would you?
Goodness me, I guess in the kitchen it's kind of like a little symphony, and when everything's coming together really nicely, it's just smooth. But if anyone's out of whack, it's completely effed.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a good time. So everyone's got to be doing their job in the right
High pressure
way.
environment.
Yeah, very warm.
Yeah.
Very warm. A lot warmer than here.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
I feel like I
just
couldn't
deal
be
with
a cook. It'd just be too much sweating on the food.
it. You've got a big
Wait,
uniform for that.
how
It's
much
very
sweat?
absorbent.
It's okay.
Yeah,
it's absorbent.
it's- yeah, yeah.
Alright, it's all good.
Yeah, I mostly sweat in the chest area, and the brass
I
soaks
do-
it up,
I
so
also-
we get it's
Also
alright.
do. I wish I had a brother. How about you, mate?
Well, me, when I'm in the studio, I like to ignore everything, all distractions, stuff like that. Usually I'm up on my phone in airplane mode, because I usually like doing it on my phone.
True.
And I just like to just get in my own space and just basically care about myself the most, and usually putting all my emotions in my work and stuff like that. That's the most important thing. And of course, what else? That's it really.
How old are you, mate?
I'm 21.
So you're young. You're a
No.
young lad. Oh, you
No,
you don't know.
I'm
You're
still-
like,
I'm
well,
still old.
I've lived 21 years. It feels pretty like long to me, but yeah, no, you're young. Oh, mate, it's awesome. When did you first sort of get into it?
When I was 20, so about less than a year
right.
ago.
We were talking about
Yeah,
this last time.
yeah.
You're fresh.
I'm hella fresh, man, so I never really saw myself doing music when I was in school or anything, but I was kind of like a lost kid after I graduated. I was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I started studying, I got a diploma in, travel and tourism.
Oh, true.
And then I went into studying sports marketing for a bit.
Right.
And I just didn't like that.
Just
And,
two completely
yeah,
different
I know.
things.
And when there's so much pressure on you with your family
Yeah.
as well,
Yeah.
they kind of rush you to do things that you don't want to do.
Yeah,
And
you
then-
want to get it right. as
Exactly,
well.
and then I found this and I really love it. Yeah.
And you've found your place.
100%,
No, I can definitely tell. And like, so leading on that, how would you and for you as well, Fanny, how is this like particular path, like what's it done for you personally?
It's created a love of alcohol outside of work. It's created a hectic sleep schedule.
Yeah,
But
I bet,
otherwise,
I bet.
it's like very welcoming. It's like a whole other family that you can rely on.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's quite enjoyable.
be like
And
a
obviously knowing how to cook everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
That must
it's
be good.
ruined home cooking for me by other people because you get very critical of
of
everything. You're like,
course.
oh well, you've done this,
Could
but
have added the salt.
yeah, definitely seasoning is one of those things.
Yeah.
You can notice very easily. But
I watch a lot of Gordon Ramsay, so that's like one of the main things he says. Is like, season it, you donkey.
raw, yeah.
Fucking
Yeah.
don't. Oh,
It's
it's
raw.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
alright, we can say it. It's fucking
Yeah.
raw.
You're an idiot sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what is something about the process of your choices that maybe others don't know or take for granted in your fields?
You can go.
Oh, well, I guess just the amount of effort that goes into every single thing that you could eat out at a restaurant. There is so much prior thought that goes into every single meal item and every aspect of a dish that you wouldn't even realise.
don't
The
even
pairings
consider.
of things, like even the fact that there are certain herbs, spices, flavourings that you wouldn't expect in a dish that
Yeah.
are there, but some people, if they've got the palate, they can pick it out. But yeah, but then obviously a lot of flavouring is just onion and garlic.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Oh man, I'm so important.
Yeah.
So
Remember
important.
how important is coriander? because every time I'm
Not that
watching.
important.
I
if you
love
really don't-
coriander.
Some people
I
don't
don't
like it
taste
though.
it.
Some
Yeah.
people don't like it. They've
Yeah.
got like
Oh, you
a
haven't
flavour
tasted
thing.
Never, I mean, if it's in my dish, I don't taste. I don't know how
You're
it's.
not sure. You're
Yeah,
not sure.
I don't know what it
That's
tastes like.
interesting. I feel
gotta
like
give it a go.
You would know.
Give it a go.
I'm
You
a
would
fussy
know
eater,
if
bro. I could,
coriander's in your dish.
can't be a
It's
chef
pretty
because I'm
strong.
just too much of a fussy eater, man.
Well, some people really they can't. They just don't like it because they've got like a flavour sensor in their mouth that makes it taste like soap.
It just goes.
Yeah, it's
I've
really
heard that.
bad.
Soap.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste like soap to me.
No, it tastes delicious.
Not at all.
But some people have it, so it's unfortunate.
Well, I'm a coriander man myself, so thank you so much for being here, guys. It's been bloody awesome talking to you. Have you guys ever played Imposter Bingo before?
Never.
I played Among Us with imposters, but
Yeah, that's true.
Are you competitive?
Yeah.
I'm hella competitive.
All right, that's good. This is probably going to work best for us coming up next with the game. All right, you know what? Let's go on to the next segment. So, let's do it.
I be fucking with the old school Wu-Tang. What you know about living in the house, lights out. Everybody got doubt, so I'ma opt out, take a new route. I remember dark days with dark plays. All you get is hard pain. I remember first time with the stage. I remember.
Are you a dancer?
You're sweating.
Yes.
Yeah.
A street legal dancer.
Yes, I am a dancer.
I am not a dancer, like not even slightly, not even in the bedroom, like at all, no.
Yes, I am a dancer.
Every other session, yes.
Sometimes.
Dance on a daily basis.
No. Yeah, it's Adam for me to say that. Every 3 minutes. Johnny is the dancer of our household.
Not in public. It's a private thing only. I do. I dance on an hourly basis.
Yes, not for public consumption, but every day there is some sort of gyration.
I do. I dance on an hourly basis.
Not daily, every second day maybe. Yeah, like in the car every day I dance, but not. Yeah. I'm a kindergarten teacher, so yeah. Yes, I do. Every second day.
Oh yeah, once we're finished with this, we're dance. Go dance.
Not quite. I might need about 8 drinks. Yes, I'm dancing right now.
Yeah, like not out in public again. It'll be sitting down, it'll be like a leg shaking or something.
Right, I might need about 8 drinks.
I wanted to.
Yes, I'm dancing right now. Absolutely. Yeah. We're having a couple more. The early hours of the evening. Absolutely. Yeah. We're having a couple more. Dancing in the early hours of the evening.
Hello, welcome back. Without further ado, let's get started on this new game. It's Imposter Bingo! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the contestants. Hello. Seat 1, we have Paul. Seat 2, we have Ash. Seat 3, we have Kalid. Seat 4, we have Fannie. Hello, welcome back. Alrighty, so enough introductions, let's get into the game. In Imposter Bingo, each contestant will be given a bingo card. On this card is a grid filled with many different names, places, or things in relation to a certain genre. Today's genre is going to be TV shows, and I'll give you a certain... sorry, go back. This word will become the chosen one. Basically, I know how to play the game. So I'm going to give you the cards, and I'll explain it as we go. So don't show each other your cards, okay?
Okay.
So
Thank you very much.
don't show the audience your cards either. So you can be the only person that can see your card. So right now, it's fictional characters is the topic. And I'm going to select a number and a letter on the grid, and you have to give me a word that relates to that topic that is on the grid. Now, obviously, if you're the imposter, you have no idea what's on the grid, and you have to still say a word that sounds like it's the right word, so that we don't guess that you're the imposter. Understood?
Yes.
How do we-
we'll go.
How do we know when we're the imposter?
You'll know when you're the imposter because your card will say imposter on it, and you won't know what I'm referring to when I say what the grid number is, because I'm not going to tell you what that grid number is.
I understand.
You might know. Okay. So, I'm going to start off. We're doing fictional characters. I'm going to go D2. And we'll start with you, Kalid.
Iron Man.
A bat.
Cape Crusader.
Batman.
So the word was Batman. Would you like to guess who the imposter is?
Kalid.
Why do you think it's Kalid, Ash?
Because Iron Man does not relate to Batman except for the fact that they're both billionaires and geniuses. But
Kalid was the first person to talk. How would he have known that it was Batman?
exactly. So he chose Iron Man, which is a fictional character.
But how would he have known that we were talking about another?
That's very dodgy from you,
billionaire?
man. Very dodgy from you,
I'm
man.
just saying, see, Paul came outright and said Batman. She said Bat.
Wait, hold on.
Paul, yeah.
Paul,
I don't
did you
understand the
look
game.
Did you look at the card and just say the word
Yes,
on the
he did.
card?
And he's
I
been,
clearly don't understand the game.
Sorry, Paul. So you've got to say a word relating to that
Right.
that word. I'm actually pretty lost. Everyone say your 4 words again.
My 4 words.
It's the words you said.
Iron Man.
Bat.
Cape Crusader.
Batman.
What? Do you all have it on your card? I'm going to guess. Because I have absolutely no idea. I know it's not you. So it's one of you 3. So which one of you looked over the other person's shoulder and saw the card?
I mean, he is behind me.
Yeah, I'm thinking Ash. Okay, Ash, are you the imposter?
I am not.
You're not the imposter?
Of course not.
Show me your card. Oh my god. Okay, it's out of you 2. Cape Crusader.
I said
Iron
Cape
Man.
Crusader.
So
Oh, wait, no.
she said
Bat.
Bat and I said Iron Man.
It has to be you, man.
I mean, the reason why I said Iron Man is because he's a superhero. Batman, Iron Man.
But how did you... I'm so confused. Show me your cards now. Show me your cards.
I'm the imposter.
I knew it! I knew it!
Imposter.
Do I win a prize? This is my victory.
There is a prize.
Yes.
You've got 1 point for Ash.
Yes!
Wrapping it up, the whole show. Okay, all right. Well, guys, thanks so much.
Oh, look, Dracula.
Wait, no, is he on there? Is he
A3.
on there?
Yeah,
All
A3.
right, well, I'll take your cards back.
There you go.
Excuse
Unlucky
the
bro.
rolls.
That's okay. That's all
I'm
good.
too stupid to understand
That's
the
all
game.
All right, guys. Well, that was an exciting game. Ash, you are the winner.
Yay!
Congratulations.
I shall win.
I did win.
All right, guys, thanks so much for joining us on the show today. It's been an absolute pleasure being able to talk to everyone. Thank you to all the contestants. It's beautiful to watch people in their playful and curious forms. We're nearly at the end of happy hour, which is a joke in itself because it's always 5 o'clock somewhere in the world, right? Am I right? Hey? Yeah? After the break, we'll be watching an amazing live performance by Ben Herbert. Love to you fans always. I'm Dowie. Take it easy, gobbers.
crazy, but I woke up in a fake world. Looked amazing, there's nothing here but plastic walls. Head out down, tell me if this is what I dreamed of. But we f***ed around and saw the daylight hit the ground and bringing new life. It's all around us. I'm heading for something. You can call it what you want. It's not even a home. And black skies feed off of what we loved and we lost. Incomplete, though I'm glad to get away. I'm in the clouds on a bright and sunny day. Excuse that I evade in the isolation. I am not waiting on something to come from above and free me of this. I am not waiting on someone to tell me what's wrong and lift me up. No. And call it what you want. It's not even a home. Black skies feed off of what we loved and we lost. Whoa, what we loved and we lost. Whoa, wasn't hell, it was us. I am not waiting on something to come from above and free me of this. I am not waiting on someone to come from above. Whoa, and call it what you want. It's not even a home. And black skies feed on what we loved and we lost. And call it what you want. It's not even a home. And black skies feed off what we loved and we lost. Whoa, what we loved and we lost. Oh, it wasn't hell, it was us.
Welcome back. On next week's episode, we've got another two great artists and rappers coming along, so make sure that you come and check out that show. And the topic we'll be exploring will be the variations in their style. It's going to be a very exciting show. I hope you look forward to it, because I certainly am. We look forward to seeing you, Ben, of course. Thank you so much to my guests for coming onto the show today. It's been an absolute pleasure learning about all your different disciplines and what you get into and how they kind of combine with each other, because that's what I like, that's what I'm interested in. I'm sure there's a bit of acting involved in the kitchen every now and then.
Yeah, holding back the tears.
Yeah, that's it. Holding them back. Just like me right now. But that's fine, because it's been an awesome show and I've had a really good time. Playing Imposter Bingo is always a good laugh. Make sure that you are excited for tomorrow's game, which is going to be taking it up even another level. I can't wait to be there. Thank you so much for visiting us. It's been an absolute pleasure. As always, my name is Adam McDowell, but you can call me Dowie. I come from the country, a town called Capel, and that brings me here at the end of the day. Thank you.